Hey everybody,
Hello.
welcome to our living room. We're back after a day of conjunction observing, and we have Mr. Tony Green with us today in front of our Christmas tree.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Tony. Hey.
Yeah,
Hey,
did you get to see the conjunction over there in LA or?
we did. We
Ah,
did.
cool.
We actually had a little fire out on the side in our little fire pit, and
Ah,
we
yeah.
watched it set. It wasn't up very long. It went down pretty quick.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It does, yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
celebrated
Awesome.
solstice, and yeah.
Yeah. We did have we were on a pier, and it was kind of cold, there's snow all around, but lots of people around. So
Oh, is
we
there
got to
snow
see
out
it with
there?
the telescope. Yeah. It was
Nice.
cloudy, but then it just peaked out. It was beautiful.
Oh, excellent. Excellent.
And Mark put on his NASA Solar System Ambassador hat on, and there were about 15
Good.
people there, and they all looked through the telescope, and it was so
Really?
cool to see them so excited
Yeah.
to see
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
to see Jupiter and Saturn in real time, through
Yeah,
the
all in
telescope
one
with their own
shot.
eyes.
Yeah.
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 I mean, it's just a sure winner, just Saturn. Saturn just the thing.
Yeah.
Although it's the smaller of the two, right?
Yeah.
But people are like, wow. I mean, you get the
Yeah.
reaction every time.
It's always amazing that there really are rings around it. Like,
Yeah.
It was great. So
Good.
Tony, we go way back with you.
yes.
You're our California buds. So Tony's in LA, and he's the co-founder of Ear Gallery Music, which you can see behind him is this beautiful studio.
Studio,
Love
yeah.
that color. Nice. And you do engineering as well as playing the bass, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's good. It's a good little studio.
yeah, right in LA. That's pretty smoking.
Yeah, I'm really happy. I've got a new client. We've started working together is Tony Bennett's daughter, Antonia Bennett. She's been coming,
Awesome.
doing her vocals. She's really neat lady, really talented. She's definitely
Singer
got
too?
Tony Bennett's gift.
She's a singer too?
Yeah, yeah,
That's great. Fabulous.
yeah.
All right. Well, we had our times together musically and socially. And
Yeah.
I think you have a few pictures, right, Mark, you want to show?
Yeah, I have a few pictures.
So
Yeah.
I was the maid of honor at Tony and S's wedding. Woohoo!
Yeah, yeah. That was
And S
that was great.
my maid of
Yeah.
honor.
I met you through my wife, through Susan. Well, S.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Costantini at the time.
So,
Now-
yeah, well, we're gonna have the first one. It's gonna be S and Sarah.
Smiling and waving to the camera. We're describing this too to Tony because he can't see it because he's
Right.
in this computer here.
It was at this great restaurant at the LA airport that closed,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But
Encounters, which had a very alien theme to
well,
it.
it looked like a flying saucer.
It did.
Yeah.
It's still there, right?
Yeah, yeah. It is.
But
I
not
don't
open.
think it's a restaurant now. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Such a
That was a
great
great
structure.
place. I remember
So
playing
S
a
and
gig
I-
up-
And the next
Oh,
one
sorry, go ahead.
we played a gig up there one time. I played up there with a trombone player and a drummer, and it's kind of a weird. We were just trying to be like futuristic jazz. It was really fun. It was really good.
That sounds great.
So
Yeah.
the next one is showing is we went to visit the Getty in LA, the Getty
Oh, yeah.
Museum, and we found out that the stone have pitches. And
Yeah.
you can play the stone. and it's you and S and me playing the stone.
Yeah, you
that was-
honed right in on that, Mark. 'Cause You're
Yeah. Well, it
The thing
sounds really
is-
good.
You know, later somebody did a project.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
playing
really?
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We were like, that was our idea, darn it.
Yeah.
You got to act on that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And now this
yeah.
last one is Sarah, Tony, and S on a piece of land in California Valley.
Oh, yeah. That's
Our little piece
stargazing
of
country.
paradise.
Stargazing country up there.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's gold in them there hills.
That's
Tony.
right. That's right. Yeah.
We do
You
like
guys need to
going
build-
back and looking at it.
Yeah, you need to build your house up there. You got to build your container house or something.
It'll be a nano house. Yeah.
A
Yeah.
nano house, yeah. That'd be
Actually, I
great.
got an alert. I get those alerts. And he said there's a danger of fire now because
Oh.
the Santa
Oh.
Ana wind, which is strong winds, are coming,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
super dry. Like humidity
Yeah,
is
yeah.
14%, which is like
Ugh.
nothing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
La 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 la.
there's
Well,
all kinds
just
of problem in the
Make your
world.
house fireproof, whatever you do. That's,
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I see something on your screen. I hope it's not warning us of something.
My screen?
Yeah, something appeared on
No,
Tony's top left corner.
Don't worry about the screen.
All right, I'll try not
It's
to.
just me.
because-
It's just me.
Okay. Well, the whole idea is to talk about some music here, right?
Yay!
So
Well, I just wanted to say that S and I, my first jazz group was with S, your wife, on keyboards, and me on voice. And I can't remember what we called ourselves, but it was pretty funny because she had this huge Fender Rhodes, right? And then I ended up working with a harpist, which was huge. And then I married a vibes player. Like, why couldn't I have married a piccolo player?
Yeah, really. Really.
But when S started dating you and you guys eventually got married, then I was thinking, okay, drums, bass, voice, and keyboard. Very
Yeah.
good quartet. So we
Yeah.
had a lot of fun playing some gigs together too over the years.
We did, man. We got to do more of that.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Yeah.
would love to do
we
that.
got to enliven that West Coast, Central Coast jazz scene.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, Central
you go.
Coast Jazz
It's
Scene.
a bit
Yeah,
dormant these days.
yeah. My hometown is.
Yeah,
I mean, there's
we-
stuff, but
look, we've been reduced to just this kind of stuff now. You know, we can't
Yeah.
perform live or anything.
That's
so
right.
you know, normally I would have just laughed at you guys doing these interviews. I'd been like, I don't want to do that, but now I'm like, well, this might be my only gig this whole month.
no, come on.
We
No,
were
you've
glad.
been really active. In fact, we recruited you for one of our quarantine anthems.
Yes.
So we want to
That's
play a
it.
little of
Right.
that.
Okay, we'll play a little bit of the quarantine. So the
a
quarantine
little-
item is a song by Algero. It's a
Yep,
cover,
Algero.
right? So you'll see mostly Tony, but you'll see me and Sarah too. So
It's called Easy.
Oh yeah.
I see it,
yeah,
but I don't hear it.
That's good.
It looks really good.
I think that's really good. So you know, you can just like go. That's interesting. Oh, I think I know what that.
Easy, easy, let your love ring out. Let your loving in and to stay. It's easy, let your love ring out. Let your loving in to stay. Because it's easy, let your love ring out.
gist of it.
Yeah.
And that
definitely.
video is on our YouTube channel under our quarantine anthems, so you can check it
that
out.
was one of the last one we did this summer.
I really like how it's affecting us, changing the way as artists we can work, you know. Like I love the sending files back and forth, and it's slow motion kind of, but it's nice. I like how it changes the way we produce stuff, you know.
There's been, we got to say a lot of positives that can come out of any tragedy. It's
Right,
just
right.
new way of thinking, new way of being creative. People have really thought outside the box, and it's
Right.
been a good thing. Yeah. So
Yeah.
speaking of thinking outside the box, Mark wrote a song about the procession, which is something about the Earth's axis turning and it's moving and it's goes over my
Yes.
head. But I
Yeah,
wrote the
I
lyrics with him,
realized
and Tony plays on the recording.
That's right. And I am just making sure we're gonna hear it. We might not hear it
Okay.
right away, but I'll get into it.
All right.
Chat. Take it day by day.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Nice bass sounds on that piece.
Yeah, I like you did some fun editing with that, Mark. You did like
with
a
your
collage
bass.
kind of thing. It's kind of cool.
Well, once in the computer, you start. It's impossible not to try to do something.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
It sounds good. It sounds really good. I remember we were in LA, and I was just like, why don't you play on that tune? It would be great. And then we just recorded it in that studio where you're sitting in.
Right, right.
And then, the good old remote situation.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, that was good.
That was
That's good.
before. That was the before times.
It was before, yeah, before COVID.
Mhm.
Now,
think-
yeah. Oh,
We'll
sorry.
all say before and after COVID going forward.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
I mean,
such a-
like 20 years ago it was 9/11. It was before or after 9/11.
Right,
This
right.
is,
Yeah.
I mean, a lot
Definitely
more
a
people
moment.
are affected, but it's definitely important moment in everybody's life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I wanted to ask you about your career. Which is a musician, but doing music for a hospital.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got kind of commissioned to do some music for the new chemo wing at Cedars-Sinai. They needed some music for playing over their sound system and just kind of background music. What did you call it, Mark? You said
I call it musique d'ameublement, which is it's actually sorry,
Mark,
it's
your hand
I'm
away from the
improvising. I'm
laptop.
improvising. It's
Yeah.
Eric Satie, the French
Yeah.
composer from late 19th century, early 20th.
Right.
And he was a very original man, and he came up with that concept of music that's there, but that is not meant to be listened to, but it just takes place. It takes like
Yeah.
the place of a sofa. You go in a sofa, it's comfortable, you feel good, but you don't really know anything about the sofa or whatever. You just know you feel good. So music
Yeah.
is just there without you be aware to listen to music.
right. I
So
love
musique
it.
d'ameublement means furniture music.
Right. I
which
love
is
that.
the exact opposite from elevator music,
Right.
because that's annoying,
Right.
right?
That's
And you're
right.
not comfortable.
Well, the
Yeah.
problem is elevator music is it's just music that's used. It's music that's meant to be listened to, but it's used to fill the space. So
Yeah.
it's a misuse.
Yeah.
You should make music for that just to take place, and that's what you're doing. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. But it's kind of a cool use of music to fill that space. I love that concept. Even elevators, where you just have a captive audience for what, a minute, or less than a minute, 30 seconds. I love that concept of just being able to play something. Remember, even at Encounter, that restaurant,
Exactly.
you
I
would
was
get
just
on the
thinking that.
elevator and it would be
They
like
had-
bongos playing as you go up there. I love that.
Yeah, but they've wrote that music for that.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
it
was-
was music for that. It was real elevator music.
Yes.
Because
yeah.
the problem, the word is captive.
Yeah.
I hate that situation personally. I'm captive, I have to hear it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And most
I
of
heard
the
a
time,
story-
It was totally apropos for the space.
Yes,
'Cause it was basically space music.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I heard the story about Eric Satie that he during an intermission he brought up a little small quartet and they were like playing some music, a little chamber ensemble, and they were playing some of his music, and people all came back in and wanted to listen. And he turned around and yelled at them, said, "No, carry on with what you're doing. This is supposed to be just background music."
That was musique d'ameublement.
Yeah. I love that.
Anyway, we're a very original man, and he brought those beautiful music that you hear now a lot, like
Yeah.
the gymnopédie is called, and anyway.
Yeah, beautiful stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's inspired
so-
all these guys
Yeah.
like Eno and yeah.
So you're really also into improvised music, right?
Yes. Lately, well, all through my career, I've really been interested in improvisation. I mean, it kind of started when I was a little, first starting to play, and I'd get together with my friends, and we weren't very good at learning tunes, so we would sometimes just start jamming, and we found out that it was like mystical. We would, an hour or two would go by and we didn't even realize, but we just went in all these beautiful places musically. At least to us, we weren't very good at playing, but that always has been in the back of my mind as to why I got into music. It was kind of like a drug, that space and time kind of, you lose it, it was so wonderful. And so like later in my career, like now, I'm 60 now, and as after playing all these bands and doing all these things, I'm like, what was the original thing that I loved about music? What is it that really inspired me? And I realized that was it. That was my first love of music was just getting together with people and like having a conversation with your instrument, and free improvisation was it. And luckily I ran into some really great people out here in LA that are really good at it and really into it. And we've started some really interesting projects, and so
Cool.
that's kind of how I got started on that.
So cool. We're gonna play a little clip. It's you with your wife, S, and a dancer, and I think a drummer too.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Yeah, and this one's our project called 919, our trio 919, and we've got one CD out. We released. We have Vinny Golia playing woodwinds, and Bree Smith is playing drums, and Esse Costantini Green, my wife, is playing piano and keyboards, and I'm doing bass. So
let's listen to it.
Awesome.
right.
Nice.
Nice,
All right.
inspired.
Nice.
I love
I
how.
got,
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tony.
yeah, I got to mention one thing is that Cheryl Banks Smith is the dancer, and she's married to the drummer, and she was one of the main dancers for Sun Ra back in the day.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's right down that alley, right?
Yeah,
That's
exactly. Yeah. So
I was just so smitten with how the reaction. It's a series of reactions. You know, when
Right.
everyone's just spontaneously composing. That's neat.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
meditative too.
yeah, it's like a conversation. You say something and somebody else agrees or disagrees, and yeah.
Definitely. So I think we have a second clip.
Yeah. So which one is the one with the trumpet player?
Oh, that one was at Sunspace at this
Let's see.
club that now has not managed to survive the pandemic. It has
Oh.
closed. So
Hmm.
unfortunately, that was a great little club up there.
Okay.
The guy who ran it was really interesting, really good
Mhm.
guy.
Okay. Let's try that.
Okay.
All right.
Nice groove.
All right.
Very
Yeah.
nice groove. Yeah.
Yeah, those guys are a lot of fun to play with. That was
bet.
T. Alex
I was like,
Budrow. Yeah, T. Alex Budrow was on drums, and Dave Williams, the trumpet player, and then the guitar player is Scott Heustis, and
All right.
they're fun guys to play with. A lot of good.
Yeah. Well, smoking for sure.
So I definitely want to hear some of your bass
Yeah,
live.
Yeah.
You feel doing a little
yeah.
piece for us?
I could do a little something for you.
All right.
Cool.
Make it up as I go here.
Well, that's what it's all about.
It's the name of the game.
That's right. That's it. But it can be, a little scary too. You're just stepping out and you don't know what you're gonna do.
Yeah, with all those millions of streamers out there,
That's right. That's right. All right. Yeah. So thanks. Yeah. Yeah. Well, thanks for letting me come on here. Anyway, it's fun. I've always really respected you guys. You guys are there out in New York doing stuff. Mark, you were working with Percy Jones, one of my favorite bass players, for a long time, and Sarah, you're like mixing, old music and new jazz. It's like this whole new thing you're coming up with using the early music and the notation of that and how it was kind of jazz like. A lot of it was improvised, right? A lot of the early.
Myself, but
There we go.
yeah. Okay. Thank goodness I can hear myself.
Yeah, yeah.
No, we were saying, yeah, go ahead about the.
Oh, but well, that kind of was this organic thing that happened when I started singing a 17th century song over a lick that John Goodsall was playing, the guitarist John Goodsall from
yeah.
Red Deck. And then it just developed into an album, and then we did a second album. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased to say I'm a pioneer of that crossover because people
Yeah.
are doing it now, but
Yeah.
we were the first.
That was in 2000 we were doing that.
2001
It's 20 years ago.
or 2000 and then
Wow.
2003.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
came out. Yeah.
Wow.
But Tony,
Yeah.
likewise to you and S and all your West Coast talented friends. It's great to
Yeah.
be able to collaborate and appreciate each other's music
Yeah.
because what the world needs now is music.
That's
Music.
right.
Music.
There you go. I like that.
All right.
Because we
Well,
put
thanks.
love into the music. We put
Yeah.
love in music. So yes. So the world needs music.
Yeah.
Yes.
We hope it'll translate.
That's right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for coming on. And
Yeah.
tomorrow we will have our friends Carol Stetter, who will crack us up.
Oh,
and,
that'll be great.
Yeah.
That'll be
Yeah,
really good.
she is quite the comedian and actress and
Yeah.
writer.
And right.
And her husband, Peter Danielovich, is a singer-songwriter, and he will soothe us with some songs. So that's tomorrow. And then we'll take a break until after Christmas. So anyway, thanks a lot, Tony. Much
Thank
love
you.
to you.
Thank you guys.
Merry
It was so
Uh,
short.
freaking
It was so
Christmas.
fast. Yeah,
Yeah.
Merry Christmas to you too.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Take care.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
everybody.
All right. Bye.
No chat.